Hello and welcome to Rabbit Hole Research. This is Chevy Cool Lady dropping a new video full of hot content. Thanks for joining me. Please like and subscribe if you have not already done so. This helps content providers to keep on providing. Grab a snack and a bevy as we dive deep into the rabbit hole, called the 7 Stages of Alchemy, and discuss how it may correspond to today's current events. In previous videos, I have been discussing wildfires and how out-of-control burning is destroying our resources, health and property values. I have connected frequencies ranging from healthy binaural beat to trance music and mind control all the way to the infamous death ray and other sonic weaponry. Weaponry that could laser scorch the earth, resulting in planned fires and subsequent chaos, bringing order from chaos. Does that sound familiar? It should. Let's first look at the stages of alchemy and their relation to a new world order. This order is shrouded in secrecy, mystery, and magic. So let us first discuss level 0. Calcination is the first stage of alchemy, represented by a skull or a crow. It is the complete and utter destruction of materia prima, or the original base of matter, by fire to ash. It is the burning off of all superfluous elements. This is known as the black stage, the color black representing chaos. The spiritual connotation would refer to that which is hidden and buried. The burning of the lead to produce gold. The liberation of one's essence from one's personality, the inauthentic parts of one's self, the breaking of attachments, preconceived notions, and other aspects that no longer serve us. The fact that there is an actual world ablaze right now seems to fit in with the idea of burning away everything that is not needed in order to deliver. In the end, a new world order is certainly worth looking at. I hope you agree. Please leave your comments in the box below. The dreadful Kali represents the dark side of the archetypal mother, whose burning flame destroys the ego and childish pride in an individual's journey to enlightenment. In some reflections,
the actual process for calcination is quite involved. With enough fire and heat, the matter is turned to ash. This ash is lime. I found this interesting because of lime's ability to hold frequencies, like music. Is the memory separated from the lime, or is it retained in the ash? If the world is being transformed through the power of alchemy, is it transformed by the removal of memories? Many of you are like myself, seeking the truth in all things, because at some point we realized we were being lied to about our existence and history. Now we are researching matters for ourselves. In no way am I setting out absolutes, but rather I am proposing possibilities.
We must acknowledge memories are a hindrance to starting a new world order. So losing memories is what must happen. Perhaps the many huge lunatic asylums of the last century were used for such a purpose. The old history must go, a new history must be imposed. Imposed and propagated through the school systems and compulsory education based on esteemed Prussian models. I am stretching some information to cover the gaps. The idea is to see where we might fall in the 7 stages I am laying out today. It seems we are well underway with stage 1 as the world and its memories are turning to ash as we speak. The skull is picked clean of human individuality, and the message carried by the crow is dust and ash. Dissolution is the 2nd stage of alchemy. It is to take the ashes of calcination and dissolve it in water. In this stage, the alchemist separates and filters the products of dissolution. The idea is to let go and release previously held concepts and foundations. We certainly see a moral and physical decay in our societies and cities. The morals and moral is plummeting, drowning, and the high tides are dividing society now more than ever. Stage 2 is represented by water. Water is also associated with memories. New memories. Drowning the last struggles of the past.
The third stage of alchemy is separation. This is where the alchemist separates any usable or salvageable products remaining from the previous processes. Once the matter is burned, reduced to ash, lime, turned to a new form, solid to liquid, now it must be separated. Is this where people were divided by class and social ranking? Race against race, tribe against tribe, nations divided into civil factions. We've been burned and reduced to remnants of our former humanity, memories, and history washed clean, and separated into usable parts. Parts usable for a new world order? It fits. Just an idea, what do you think? Please comment in the box below.
Conjunction is the fourth stage of alchemy. It is a deeply reflective state as the alchemist contemplates the joining of opposites symbolized as the wedding. The alchemist takes the filtered parts and marries them together. The extreme opposites creates a psychic synthesis. The mystery is likened to night joining day. Male joining female and creating a being that is neither male nor female. This reminds me of the sudden societal shift into non-gender specific or binary adjectives being propagated today. The non-sex or gender mutilation of today's youth creating a non-binary society. Perhaps even the AI technology joining with humans creating the next level human-machine combo. Wow, it looks like we are hitting this mark too. The wedding stage of conjunction could also be thought of as a reset of humanity. Perhaps as many as 5 resets have occurred on the earth as we know it. The reset humanity is a little more refined through the fire and water stages. It is then separated and rejoined in the third and fourth stage. It reminds me of bloodline families that are supposed to be running the elitists show. The joining of specific DNA lines. The memories and history have been abolished and new ideas, norms, fashion, religion, science, technology, and new modes of transportation are put in place to accommodate the new population. The population divided and re-educated to obey the class objectives. The fifth stage of alchemy is called fermentation. Fermentation is a 2-step process that begins with the putrefaction of the hermaphroditic child from the conjunction resulting in its death and resurrection to a new level of humanity. A new being. This reminds me of the Neuralink device which is currently being tested on humans. It is reported that thousands are on the waiting list now. What's next? Non-binary AI genetically altered humans. They are in existence now, I believe. Fermentation is associated with initiation. Initiation into a working class system. A higher learning system. A woke system of beliefs. Initiation into secret societies. Initiation into our societal places. Be happy and don't think too much.
Alchemy, the sixth stage. Sublimation. Sublimation in a nutshell is the state of a solid passing directly to a gas form. Glacial ice sometimes passes from solid snow to gaseous evaporation without hitting the liquid state, for an example.
This is an interesting old world depiction of what I believe is a type of lost technology. I included a lot of photographs and illustrations to somehow spark a memory or trigger a hidden bit of wisdom to filter through to us. I hope you are enjoying this video. Please stay with me to the end to avoid any misunderstandings. Also, it would mean the world to me if you would like and subscribe to keep the cool vibe vibing. AI wrote a poem to explain this alchemical phase. I thought it was pretty good and worth sharing. From solid to gas, without a trace of liquid. The alchemists sought to sublime their matter. To purify, refine, and extract the spirit. To reach the essence of nature. Sublimation was their way of elevation. To transcend the earthly and mundane. To achieve the alchemical transformation. To find the hidden gold in the profane. That about sums it up. The goal is to be able to live multidimensionally. I feel that between science and NASA, aliens and AI, we are being pushed right now into a type of transcendence, transgender, transmutated human beings. Is the seventh stage of alchemy. The final stage of this great work. The culmination of the quest. The union of the sun and moon. The marriage of the east and west. The circle with a dot within. The symbol of the sacred one. The spirit and the matter joined. The alchemist and the stone. The coagulation of the soul. The manifestation of the whole. The magnum opus of the art. The alchemy of the heart.
These 7 stages in alchemy are said to produce what is called the Philosopher's Stone. This is the goal of alchemy. The Philosopher's Stone is said to have the power to turn base metals into gold and silver, also to grant eternal life. The objective is to liberate the soul from its spiritual amnesia which created an adhesion to matter. Order out of carefully planned chaos. A new world order consistent with what we call the evil Kabbalah's plan. Let's compare a few things between alchemy and the Kabbalah. When considering the alchemist and the Kabbalah practitioner, I see a grocery list of common denominators. They both study and manipulate the classical elements, use a variety of symbols, charts, astrological interpretation, the correspondence between the macrocosm and microcosm. The connection of everything leads to an understanding of the laws of nature, and one can achieve mastery over these laws to transform oneself and also the world. So in conclusion, I definitely feel we are influenced and perhaps under an alchemical strategy for a one-world transformation. I also feel that it will benefit only the chosen few. The New World Order is a term that refers to the idea of a global political, economic, and religious system controlled by various groups and bloodlines. The works have been underplanned for centuries. One world eliminates individual rights and freedoms. The NWO uses wars, propaganda, terrorism, pandemics, mind control, surveillance, and social ratings to exert control. It seems this plan is well underway, but of course it is speculation. Nobody admits to all this. What do you think? Please drop me a line. I would love to hear from you. I'm going to call this a wrap. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video.